Hello from the set of Shutdown Fullback. I'm Jason Kerr.
I'm Spencer Hall. It's time to get intense and talk about playoffs a little bit.
Serious playoff talk. The battle lines have been drawn. The SEC and the Big 12, they know exactly what they want. They want the top 4 teams. The Big 10,
really, the Big 10 and the Pac-12 have this loose alliance where they're trying to make sure that the conference championships are honored at the same time, which is really just code for we don't want the SEC and the Big 12 stacking that 4 with 2 or even 3 of their teams occupying 3 of the 4 potential playoff slots in a 4-team playoff.
And I think one thing that we can see is the SEC's talking no compromise, but we can see an element of compromise. The Big 10 now favors a selection committee, which, if you have a committee, that means you're talking humans, which means how do you prevent a human from saying we're going to throw in a team that's not a conference champion? So now the Big 10 is essentially saying we're cool with a couple SEC teams in there, as long as there's some sort of an element favoring conference champions.
Yeah, this is all sort of, I believe, a winnowing out of options on the way towards getting concessions. By embracing every single possible option that's on the table, the Big Ten really hopes to just get 1 or 2 things, i.e. making the Rose Bowl paramount in this entire process, possibly keeping things in bowls, and making sure that there's an open bidding process and potentially cold weather games in this playoff, thus allegedly favoring Big Ten teams. Remember this week, it was Nick Saban who said that it would be unfair for a kid who's never seen snow to play outside. Keep in mind, this was mocked by Big Ten people who now want to play indoors in Indianapolis.
This is also the same week that the SEC picked up Shreveport, where it has snowed in a bowl. The thing with the locations is nobody really cares where they're played. We gave up on the campus sites a long time ago, even though that was awesome. They're going to be played in the Rose Bowl, the Champions Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, and the title game is going to make its way to Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago, Los Angeles, wherever. The key is we're getting a 14 playoff in the year 2014. The 4 power conferences have found stuff to haggle over, and it's going to sound like the biggest apocalypse, and they're going to threaten the +1. Nebraska and Larry Scott are going to talk about going back to the, any number of options, but don't believe them. We're on our way.